The shrill ring of the telephone shattered the quiet of the night, tearing through the peaceful stillness of the small house. Eleanor, a woman who had just turned 72, jolted awake. The caller ID displayed an unfamiliar number, and a knot of apprehension tightened in her stomach. The voice on the other end of the line was her youngest daughter, Sarah, her words choked with tears as she delivered the devastating news. "Mom, Dad John. Dad just had a stroke." In that frozen moment, time seemed to stand still. A torrent of memories flooded Eleanor's mind, her husband John's gentle smile, the quiet afternoons they spent tending their garden together, his loving words of advice whenever she went away. All of it felt so vivid, yet now, a harsh reality crashed down, reminding her of the fragility of life and the finite time they had together. Have you ever wondered, as you cross the threshold of 70, just how much time you have left to savor this precious life? If you're interested in the topic of senior health and the secrets to extending lifespan, please hit the subscribe button on our channel right now and turn on notifications so you don't miss any valuable upcoming videos. Each passing year becomes more valuable, and the truth is, your body has been and is sending subtle signals about the span of time you might still have. Some individuals in their 70s remain vibrant, sharp, and full of life, while others begin to slow down, grappling with health issues and persistent fatigue. The difference between these two realities often lies in a few key signs, seemingly minor yet powerful indicators that can offer a glimpse into your own future. In today's exploration of senior health, we will delve into the secrets behind 8 crucial signs that can potentially reveal how much time you have left after the age of 70. These are not mere guesses or unfounded old wives' tales, but rather signs rooted in real-world patterns observed by researchers and doctors and individuals who have lived long and healthy lives. By the end of this article, you will know exactly what to look for in your own body and lifestyle. More importantly, you will discover the concrete steps you can take right now to maximize your chances of living longer, healthier, and fully enjoying the precious years that remain. Stay with us until the end, because you might be unknowingly overlooking small things that could significantly impact your future. Recognizing these signs early will provide you with a clearer understanding of where you stand and the necessary changes you might need to make to extend your lifespan. So, what are we waiting for? Let's embark on this journey of discovery together. Sign number 1, your walking speed, the golden yardstick of health. Have you ever considered that the way you walk could reveal your longevity? Walking speed is one of the most potent indicators of how long you might live after the age of 70. Surprisingly, it's not about your DNA, your medical history, or even your complex diet. It boils down to something remarkably simple: your walking speed. Scientific studies have consistently shown that individuals who maintain a brisk and steady walking pace in their 70s and beyond tend to live longer than those who walk significantly slower. Why is this the case? The reason lies in the direct and intimate connection between walking speed and overall health, muscle strength, cardiovascular function, and even brain health. Consider 2 men, Joe and Frank, both 75 years old. Every morning, Joe takes a regular walk in the park, maintaining a consistent pace and experiencing no difficulty crossing the street or climbing stairs. His movements are fluid, balanced, and exude confidence. In contrast, Frank was once very active, but his activity levels have declined considerably in recent years. He often struggles to keep up with others, frequently needing to stop and rest due to shortness of breath and occasional unsteadiness. While Joe's walking speed indicates that his body is still functioning well and maintaining its agility, Frank's slower pace could be a warning sign that his health is declining. Walking slowly and unsteadily isn't just about age, it can also point to underlying issues such as muscle weakness, poor blood circulation, or even early signs of neurological decline. Your legs are the foundation that supports your entire body, and when they begin to weaken, your overall endurance naturally follows suit. However, the good news is that walking speed is a factor you can absolutely improve. The more you walk, the stronger you become. If you notice yourself slowing down, don't ignore it. Start making gradual efforts to improve the strength and agility of your legs, perhaps by walking more frequently, incorporating light weights into your routine, or performing simple leg exercises at home. Ultimately, The speed at which you move through life can reveal a great deal about how long you will remain healthy and active. Pay attention to the rhythm of your steps, as it might be one of the simplest ways to check on your long-term health. Sign number 2, the strength of your handshake, a prognosticator of longevity. Believe it or not, the strength of your handshake can also tell you a lot about your future health. Scientific research has revealed that grip strength is one of the clearest indicators of overall health in older adults. A firm and steady handshake not only conveys confidence but also suggests that your muscles are strong, your circulatory system is functioning well, and your nervous system is in a stable state. Conversely, if your grip is weak or shows signs of decline, it could be an early warning sign of muscle loss, frailty, and even a higher risk for other health problems. Take Robert, for example, a 78-year-old man who has always prided himself on his strong handshake. He still maintains an active lifestyle, regularly lifts light weights, and has never had trouble opening jars or carrying groceries after shopping. In contrast, Walter, also 78, has started to notice that simple tasks like opening a water bottle or carrying a heavy shopping bag have become more challenging. He attributes it to just getting older, but he doesn't realize that this decline in grip strength is a sign of muscle mass loss, a condition that can make him more susceptible to falls, injuries, and potentially even a shorter lifespan. Your hands are like a mirror reflecting your overall muscle health. If your grip weakens, there's a high probability that the rest of your body is in a similar state, and the faster this decline occurs, the harder it becomes to maintain independence, activity, and resilience in life. The good news is that you can absolutely rebuild your grip strength. Simple exercises like squeezing a tennis ball, using hand grip strengtheners, or even lifting light weights can help you maintain and improve the strength of your hands and related muscles. So, take a moment to test your grip right now. If you feel your handshake is weaker than it used to be or everyday tasks are becoming more difficult, don't ignore this sign. Because how firmly you hold onto things today can tell you how you will hold onto life in the years to come. Sign number 3, your ability to stand on one leg, the balance test of longevity. Maintaining balance might not be something most people think about until they start to lose it. But the ability to stand steadily on one leg for at least 10 seconds is one of the most powerful indicators of your lifespan that researchers have discovered. Individuals who struggle with balance are at a higher risk of falls and serious injuries, and it's even been linked to cognitive decline. Conversely, those who can maintain good balance well into their 70s and beyond tend to live longer and healthier lives. Imagine two women, Carol and Nancy, both in their early 70s. Carol has always been an active person. She walks daily, practices yoga, and can easily lift one leg off the ground for several seconds without wobbling. In contrast, Nancy hasn't paid much attention to maintaining her balance over the years. When she tries to stand on one leg, she immediately loses her balance and has to grab onto something to steady herself. What Nancy might not realize is that this loss of balance isn't just a minor inconvenience, it's a warning sign that her coordination, muscle strength, and even brain function might be declining. Good balance relies on strong legs, a responsive nervous system, and a healthy brain. If you find yourself frequently wobbling, feeling unsteady when turning your head quickly, or needing to hold onto walls or furniture to maintain your balance, then it's time to take action to improve the situation. The best part is that you can absolutely improve your balance. Simple exercises like standing on one leg for a few seconds each day, walking heel to toe, or practicing gentle Tai Chi can help you regain stability. Try this test right now. Stand up and lift one leg off the ground. Can you hold it for 10 seconds without difficulty? If not, don't panic, but don't ignore it either, because the more you focus on improving your balance today, the stronger and steadier you will be in the years to come. Sign number 4, your sleep habits, the magical elixir for longevity. Don't forget that your sleep habits also play a vital role. How you sleep at night can reveal a great deal about how long you might live. Sleep is not just downtime, it's a crucial period when your body repairs itself, strengthens your immune system, and clears toxins from your brain. Scientific studies have consistently shown that individuals over 70 who maintain high-quality and consistent sleep patterns tend to live longer and healthier lives. while those who struggle with poor sleep have a higher risk of memory decline, heart disease, and a weakened immune system. Consider two men, Henry and Bill, both around 70 years old. Henry has a very regular sleep routine. He goes to bed at the same time each night and typically sleeps for about 7 hours, waking up feeling refreshed and energized. On the other hand, Bill often experiences insomnia, tossing and turning, having restless sleep, and frequently waking up in the middle of the night, sometimes finding it difficult to fall back asleep. Over time, Henry's body continues to function well, his mind remains sharp, and his energy levels are stable. But Bill often feels fatigued during the day, his mind is foggy, and even his blood pressure has become erratic, all of which are linked to his declining sleep quality. If you frequently wake up in the middle of the night, have trouble falling back asleep, or feel exhausted despite getting enough hours in bed, then the time you spend sleeping should not be taken lightly. Your body is trying to tell you something. Poor sleep can be linked to various factors, including stress, an unhealthy diet, lack of physical activity, or even undiagnosed health issues like sleep apnea. The good news is that sleep quality can absolutely be improved. Simple changes in your daily routine, such as reducing screen time before bed, trying to maintain a consistent sleep schedule, getting exposure to natural light in the morning, or avoiding heavy meals at night, can make a big difference. Sleep is not just about feeling rested, it's a cornerstone of keeping your body and mind functioning at their best. Pay attention to how you sleep tonight. If you frequently wake up feeling tired, have trouble falling asleep, or feel like your sleep has significantly changed in recent years, then it's time to make necessary adjustments. Because the quality of your sleep today can determine your health and strength in the years to come. Sign number 5, your eating habits, the fuel for a long life. How you eat after the age of 70 is one of the most powerful signs of whether you will live a long and healthy life. A good appetite and a balanced diet will help your body maintain strength, a resilient immune system, and high energy levels. Conversely, a sudden loss of appetite or maintaining poor eating habits can signal underlying health issues and even accelerate the aging process. Consider two women, Margaret and Susan, both 74 years old. Margaret has always enjoyed eating. She regularly eats a variety of fresh, nutritious foods and maintains a stable weight. She always looks forward to preparing delicious meals herself and feels full of energy throughout the day. In contrast, Susan has noticed that she doesn't feel as hungry as she used to. She often skips meals, relies on processed foods, and has lost a significant amount of weight in the past year without knowing why. She doesn't realize that this decrease in appetite isn't just a small change, but a warning sign that her body may not be absorbing nutrients effectively, which can weaken her muscles, slow down her metabolism, and even affect her immune system. A decreased appetite in older adults is often linked to underlying health problems such as digestive disorders, hormonal changes, or even early signs of cognitive decline. When you don't eat enough, your body starts breaking down muscle for energy, leading to weakness, an increased risk of falls, and susceptibility to other illnesses. If you notice any changes in your eating habits, whether it's feeling full faster than usual, losing interest in food, or experiencing unexpected weight loss, it's important to pay attention to these signs. Eating well after 70 isn't just about filling your stomach, it's about providing your body with the necessary nutrients to function properly. Focus on whole, nutrient-rich foods, ensure your body stays adequately hydrated, and don't ignore signs that your appetite is decreasing. It could be your body's way of signaling that something needs attention. Do you still truly enjoy your meals? Are you consuming enough protein, fiber, and healthy fats to keep your body strong, or have you noticed a decline in your appetite and energy levels? How you eat today will directly impact your health and your ability to maintain strength and independence in the years to come. Sign number 6, your ability to handle stress, the safety valve of health. How you cope with stress after the age of 70 can reveal a lot about your longevity. Chronic stress not only negatively affects your mood but also weakens your immune system, increases your risk of cardiovascular disease, and even accelerates the aging process. Conversely, those who know how to manage stress effectively tend to be healthier, more active, and maintain a sharp mind even in old age. Consider the cases of John and Richard, both 76 years old. John, like everyone else, faces many challenges in life, including unexpected expenses, health worries, and family issues. But he has learned to deal with these difficulties calmly and steadily. He regularly practices deep breathing exercises, maintains positive social relationships, and tries not to dwell too long on negative thoughts. However, Richard is someone who easily gets stressed. He constantly worries about things beyond his control, feels overwhelmed by minor annoyances, and often gets stuck in cycles of negative thinking. Over time, this constant stress has begun to affect Richard's body. His blood pressure tends to be high, his sleep has become worse, and his energy levels have noticeably decreased. Prolonged stress can cause chronic inflammation in the body, and this condition is linked to almost all age-related diseases, from Alzheimer's to cardiovascular problems. If you frequently feel stressed, anxious, or emotionally exhausted, don't ignore these signs. Finding healthy ways to manage stress, such as meditation, exercise, practicing deep breathing exercises, or even simply spending time on enjoyable activities and laughter, can help you live longer and healthier. Ask yourself, when faced with challenges, do you tend to adapt and move forward, or do you often worry and let stress control your life? The ability to stay calm, seek solutions, and focus on what you can control is not only good for your mental well-being but also a crucial factor affecting your lifespan and quality of life. Sign number 7. Your social relationships, the invisible source of strength. The strength of your social relationships can be one of the clearest signs of how long you might live after the age of 70. Research has shown that people with strong social networks, whether through friendships, family, or participation in community activities, tend to live longer and healthier lives. Conversely, loneliness and feelings of isolation are linked to a higher risk of cardiovascular disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even premature. Think about two women, Eleanor and Barbara, both 78 years old. Eleanor has a very active social life. She regularly stays in touch with old friends, participates in local activities like a book club, and enjoys spending time with her family. She always looks forward to conversations, often laughs, and feels connected to those around her. However, Barbara spends most of her time alone. She has lost contact with many friends over the years, and although she has family, she rarely actively reaches out. Over time, she has started to feel lonely, her mood has declined, and her overall health has also begun to deteriorate. Connecting with others not only provides emotional support but also has a direct impact on physical health. When you interact with those around you, your brain is stimulated, your stress levels decrease, and your body releases chemicals that are beneficial for overall health. Connection doesn't mean you have to be surrounded by people all the time. Just small efforts, such as calling an old friend, joining a group with shared interests, or making a habit of having meaningful conversations with people you meet every day, can also make a big difference. The relationships you care for and nurture today not only bring happiness and joy but also help ensure you will have a healthier and longer life in the years to come. Sign number 8. Your sense of purpose and engagement, the driving force. Having a strong sense of purpose and staying actively engaged in life after 70 can significantly impact your longevity. This involves having goals, interests, and a feeling that your life still has meaning and value. Studies suggest that older adults who feel a sense of purpose are more likely to maintain their health and live longer. This could be due to several factors, including increased motivation to take care of oneself, lower levels of stress, and a greater sense of well-being. Consider two individuals, Margaret and Helen, both in their early 70s. Margaret volunteers at a local charity, takes painting classes, and enjoys spending time with her grandchildren, feeling that she is making a positive contribution and still learning and growing. Helen, on the other hand, feels that her life has become less meaningful since retirement, spends most of her time at home with little to look forward to, and feels a general sense of apathy. Margaret's active engagement and sense of purpose provide her with motivation to stay healthy and active, both physically and mentally. Helen's lack of purpose, however, may contribute to feelings of isolation and potentially lead to a decline in her overall health and well-being. Finding activities and roles that give you a sense of purpose, whether it's through volunteering, pursuing hobbies, learning new skills, or simply spending quality time with loved ones can provide a powerful boost to your health and longevity. Ask yourself, what gets you excited to wake up in the morning? What activities make you feel fulfilled and that you are contributing something valuable? Nurturing your sense of purpose and staying engaged with life is not just about passing the time, it's about actively living and making the most of your remaining years. Final thoughts: the journey towards a long life. Now that we have explored these 8 important signs together, take a moment to reflect on where you currently stand. Are you walking through life with strength and confidence, or have you noticed small changes that could be warning signs? The good news is that most factors like walking speed, grip strength, balance, sleep quality, eating habits, stress levels, social relationships, and sense of purpose and engagement are all aspects that you have the ability to improve. Your future is not predetermined, and the choices you make today can greatly influence the number of years you have ahead. If you recognize areas that need improvement, don't wait until your doctor tells you that you need to make changes. Start now, walk more, strengthen your muscles, prioritize good sleep, actively maintain social connections, seek effective methods to manage stress, and cultivate a strong sense of purpose and engagement in life. The goal is not just to live longer but to live a fuller and more meaningful life. Because ultimately, longevity is not just about the number of years you have left but also the quality of life you experience during those years. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploring senior health today. We are eager to hear your thoughts. Please leave a comment below, sharing one thing you learned from this article and how you plan to apply it to your life. Your feedback is invaluable and a great source of motivation for us. If you found this article helpful, don't forget to share it with your loved ones. Your support will help us continue to create valuable content to inform and inspire the community. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next article.